in the mind field, trying to get my mind to feel again as I was numb comfortably, was a pink hat for the Floyd of Mayweather, thinking I was way better as I didn't stray from forget ya. Bye, see you later for the peace in the streets. What's that? Am I saluting myself or you guys? Love you all. There, you got a little free to be charged, so when I go out for the day, I have a charged phone. Do this all in 30 minutes. If I bring the phone over here, I don't get to charge it. So I need the phone charging. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I'm up for 9 hours already since 3 a.m. Eastern to actually 10 hours, 1 p.m. 10 hours, 10 hours, 1 p.m. Eastern, get some food in me, and stay on the TikTok video instead of having to postpone. See, you have to find ways to navigate your day. Don't want to upset mom, get in a fight with mom. It puts turbulence and butterfly effect into the day and causes chain reactions that by the time we decide to get out, we can't get out of our own way. Or we go out with angry pusses on our face because we've had a nasty fight. So I'm over here looking at you almost turning backwards. And you guys have to have faith that when I'm done with my lunch, I'll return to the kitchen counter and check you out up close and personal on TikTok. See how my mind works? Constantly playing chess with the system. The process of life, learning how to negotiate life in a more manageable way. Because if you don't manage your own life without causing these turbulent, like earthquakes to happen, then you're always going to get stuck with some kind of setback, and you might actually be the one to blame because you weren't managing the struggles and difficulties as efficient as you could have. Learning that. You have to be humble and big enough to learn more lessons, even as you get to a brilliant, smart, almost genius point. Never say you're a know-it-all. You're not a know-it-all, because if you're still struggling and not at peace, there's something still you can do. The answer is not to quit. You don't commit suicide and give up or quit. You keep fighting the good fight and you do the right thing. Which is, by the way, a Spike Lee movie. Maybe in 2023 it'll be a Jason Lipp, Tank Lipp movie directed by Spike Lee. Maybe we'll bring some of the old people back. Ham sub. You guys see the ham sub? Mayo, spicy mayo, ham, onions, jalapeno peppers, banana peppers. You know, another thing that comes to mind, certain values and lessons to adhere to as the keys for success in life as you go down these paths is sometimes you do have to revisit the past. Sometimes you let go of the things that caused you pain in the past. Sometimes you face the things that caused you pain in the past. And sometimes you adhere to lessons that guided you in the past or you learned in the past. You take them with you in the now. If you do that the right way, it paves a good road for your future success. So everything is kind of past, present, future. Take into account what I just said. Spike Lee And Do the Right Thing. What? That's from the 80s, that movie? The 90s? When the world was probably going through a very similar struggle like what we're going through now. Only it's 42, 43 years later, history has a strange way of repeating itself. So you don't ignore how people got through that. You borrow that in the present to get to the future and not be fooled twice. Just a movie concept that right there. Do the right thing. A lot of movies and things that were successful before, we can study it. What is do the right thing? The answer is almost right there in the title. Pretend you were God giving the advice to someone, kind of like I'm the spokesperson giving you guys advice. If you're struggling, what kind of advice would you give yourself? Give to others, and then give that advice to yourself? The best possible advice. You can sometimes answer your own struggles and problems. That's why I'm often interchanging and intermittently talking in different senses, from the I perspective, the you perspective, the they perspective, the third person perspective, the second person perspective, because I constantly do, like a time warp, jump in and out of myself to help myself through these battles. Sandwich is very, very good. Who likes my outfit? Am I gonna have swag today or no? 5 viewers, that's it? Thank you, Eduardo. Is Anna still here? Name some more movies we should borrow. Movies from the past to help us get to the future. From the now, from this moment. So I put Do the Right Thing. What else? Butterfly Effect. How certain actions can alter your path. Do you want to alter your path for the better or worse, right? Vanilla Sky. It's never too late to turn it all around. 3 important movies right there. Vanilla Sky, Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher, and Do the Right Thing, the Spike Lee movie. 3 big ones right there. Those should be in your top 10 movies or top 20 movies. Those are important movies. Maybe we'll open up a college at some point. We'll start with a foundation. If this thing gets big, we'll open up a school of some sort, some type of college. We'll all be professors. I'll be the mentor and teach you guys, and then you guys can teach others. So it's also Pay It Forward. Another one, Pay It Forward. Haley Joel Osment, another important movie. As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson, another important movie. Sometimes in life, with our challenges and struggles, we can only reach a certain point of wellness. You still don't give up. You say, okay, I find peace and accept that this is about as good as it'll get, but as good as it can still be pretty good, even if it's not perfect. I'm always going to struggle and have challenges. Let go of the anger of that, accept it, keep my heart open and loving. I can keep moving forward as a person that is kind of pigeonholed in a sense to living a life that will only be so good in certain ways, but in some ways can be actually amazing. First of all, helping others nourishes the soul and the spirit. I get love from that. I love it. When I was in my darkest places, I didn't want to help anyone. I didn't want to help myself. I wanted to just quit. Thank God I did. Talk away, I'm here to record. So, coming to America. Well, to say the least, it's a dichotomy, if not a trichotomy or a quadruplecotomy. It's like basically a big orgy of cotomies. Coming to America. Well, on one realm, that's the movie about hiding a king or something really big, some kind of secret. Shh, it's a secret. In New York and Queens, where I just happen to be from, right? Eddie Murphy plays a white guy, plays a black guy. There's a king, there's a prince, there's a hot tub. There's all kinds of stuff. I just happens to have a car wash with a painting or mural of a circus on a car wash on Queens Boulevard, where I grew up and went up and down, which apparently they might have too, gone up and down over and over again. Up and down Queens Boulevard my whole life, to only 40-something years later date somebody that never met my best friend, but met him but didn't, but slept with him but didn't, had you know what with him but didn't, knew him but didn't call him at 3 o'clock in the morning and then call me back an hour later, but did, but didn't. And 40-something years later, I'm eating chicken parmesan in Buca di Beppo. Shout outs to Buca di Beppo. And the waitress's name, who was also the hostess and also the waitress, her name is America. So, I mean, wouldn't you know? Why wouldn't I bring up coming to America? And then it hit me. The toxic thought. All the doppelgangers is also coming to America, but it's not C-O-M-I-N-G. It's C-U-M-M-I-N-G. And while Tank Lipp is on the sidelines, shh, it's a secret. The best friend is C-U-M-M-I-N-G-ing. You know, like K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby in the baby carriage. Well, he's C-U-M-M-I-N-G-ing. You know, everyone in America that just so happens to also look like, well, who is now my ex-girlfriend. Not that she ever formally broke up with me or even said goodbye, just changed her number. But in this instance, changing a number is really all about biting the apple seed. Johnny Appleseed, John, I don't know, somebody, dear Abigail, where are you now? I need help. And I'm thinking, OMG. By George, I think I've got it. I am not just on the sidelines. And my best friend, who never met her, is not, and again, we might be speaking in opposites, maybe not, maybe so. And if we're speaking in opposites, we're putting a name or an entity to something that doesn't exist, but exists, right? Because it's a secret. Don't know where the truth ends or starts or begins. The end starts, the beginning starts. And not only is my best friend double betrayed me, and the woman of my dreams that I was supposed to marry double betrayed me, because not only did she leave me and cheat me, but it was for my best friend. And my best friend, who never met her, never slept with her, didn't know her, never had sex with her, or a clone that looked just like her. So before and after and before and after and before and after, since he probably was giving me sloppy seconds in the first place, like our whole history, and history has a funny way of repeating itself over and over and over again. More. Once was too much, but more is what she craved. More. I'm hungry. I won't do any inappropriate tongue gestures. Don't want to get kicked off. Yeah, he CUMMING to America in the form of literally the woman named America, maybe the Statue of Liberty, an infinity stone. I'm an infinitely mind-effed and in you-know-where now, and can't turn these nightmares to dreams, because the nightmare haunts you forever and ever and ever. And before and after, in the back and forth of you don't know where the truth ends or starts or what's really the sequence, because it's one big time warp, he had sex with everyone that looked like her. She thought that was hot, because that clued her into thinking he must be into her type, so she can't get him out of her head. She's watching on the dark web. Oh my God, I want that. That's a big... you know what? Will it be a nickel, 5 cents, a penny? Am I worthless? Will you let me come to America too? Do you want to come to America? Because I could be a king too, I promise. I love y'all. Check out Tank Lipp music. I love you guys. Tank Lipp. Did I do good?